Okay, so I've cut off the end of the yarn. I'm just going to fasten it off. All you do is you just take the loop and you pull that yarn through it and pull it tight. Alright, now if I were going to finish here, what I would do is I would weave this in using a tapestry needle. Weave it in and out of the stitches so it won't show, and that way it's pretty well tied in there, nice and tight. Alright, so now we're going to do add on the new yarn. So I'm going to add it on over here where I fastened off. I'm going to go ahead and put my hook through the, pull that fasten off a little too tight. Let's see if I can get the hook in there. I'll just kind of go in there. It's going in the top of this double crochet here. Or double crochet. Two together, I should say. When you're counting the stitches, it will count as a double crochet. Alright, so I'm just going to loop the yarn over my hook and pull it up through there, and then I'm just going to anchor it on using the two stitches there and just make a little chain. Then I'm going to drop the short end of the yarn and just use the long end. Get rid of the short end of the yellow too. Okay, so now, like I said, the row 4 on here actually counts the same as row 2. So that's like I just did row 2, so now I'm going to go ahead and do a row 3. So I just finished here, and let's see, I'm sorry, I just finished over here. So now I'm going to go over here to chain 3. So 1, 2. Since I already chained 1, I just really have to chain 2 more. Alright, then I'm going to turn it. Just get rid of this hanging off stuff here so it's out of my way. Then I'm going to do a DC 3 together over the top of the cluster, chain 1 space and cluster. So just like we did the DC 2 together, 3 together stitches and all those others. So we start the bottoms. 1, do in between those 2 stitches where the chain 1 space is, 2, and then top of the next cluster, 3, 4 in the hook, pull through all 4. Okay, now then I do this increase with all the chain 1 spaces in between. I do chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, then the V-stitch, then the chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Alright, so chain 1, double crochet in the top of the first double crochet of that increase, chain 1, double crochet in the next one. The third one we're going to do the V-stitch. First I chain 1, then I do start through the V-stitch, the double crochet is chain stitch and a double crochet in the same stitch. Then I chain 1, double crochet in the top of the next double crochet. You can see what I'm doing. There we go. Chain 1 and double crochet in the last one. Okay, and then we chain 1 again, and then we're going to do this double crochet 7 together across the cluster, the chain 1 space, the next cluster, the double crochet 2 together, the next cluster, chain 1 space, and the last cluster. 7 all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So here's the beginning of the first one. 2, 3, 4, let's see, to the cluster, 5, chain 1 space, 6, oopsie, I think I went too far. Let me try that again. You can see how it's easy to get lost, especially when you're looking through the camera and you can't see very well what you're doing. Alright, so I'm going to start again. Okay, I need to do it on the cluster. And then do it in the chain 1 space. And then the next cluster. And then the double crochet 2 together, and then the next cluster, and then the next chain 1 space, and then the last cluster. Okay, we should have 8 loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Chain over, pull through all 8. Alright, then we chain 1, and then we do this next increase with the V-stitch in the center, lining up our double crochets. So we did the chain 1, now I do double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, V-stitch, which is double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the same place, and chain, double crochet, chain 1, and then double crochet in the last double crochet. See, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they all line up. Alright, then we do a chain 1, and then we're going to do a double crochet 4 together across the next cluster, chain 1 space, cluster, and DC2 together. So here's the cluster, that's 1, chain 1 space, see there, 2, cluster, 3, and the double crochet 2 together, 4, should be 5 on the hook, pull through all. Okay, so we just finished doing row 3. Now you go back to row 2, and you just keep repeating rows 2 and 3 over and over again. And like I said, if you want to do another 4 rows here, you can change to the next color. I think I used a total of 4 colors altogether on the scarf. You can change how many colors you want, and till you get the length you want. If you want to just have a whole bunch of rows like these of 4, you can do it that way. Just be creative and show me what you made, and I'll be happy to post it on the blog so everyone can see it, and on my Facebook page. So I hope everybody understood all that, and I hope it's clear. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment below, and I will leave some links on here to the actual pattern, and also there's inside the pattern there's some more I guess photo tutorials of how to do some of these stitches if you didn't quite understand it on the video. But anyways, if you like this video, please subscribe. Bye bye.